This universal ocean of existence, this unified field of intelligence, of consciousness, is not beyond the range of human awareness. And I don't just mean that the most advanced physicists and mathematicians can conceive of it and can formulate it in rigorous and mathematical terms. While that's true, the experience of unity, the knowledge of this universal reality, is really open to every human being in the simplest, most expanded state of human awareness. The so-called meditative state, holistic consciousness, the simplest settled state of human awareness. From the beginning of time, in the great meditative traditions of the world, especially the Vedic tradition, which is really the origin of all traditions of meditation, ultimately, there were highly developed technologies of consciousness, techniques of meditation designed to quickly and efficiently open human awareness to the direct experience of this core unity of life. The way these meditation techniques work is they turn human attention powerfully within, as this next chart shows. These technologies of consciousness turn human awareness powerfully within, as shown on the right-hand side of this chart, exploring deeper levels of mind, finer levels of thought, corresponding to deeper levels of intelligence in nature. Ultimately, this inward flow of the mind, this inward march of human awareness, culminates in a state of experience that is beyond thought. Simple, unbounded, universal consciousness. When I say meditation, I perhaps should be more specific, because really there are three things at least that come under the category of meditation, the way it's commonly used. One are techniques of concentration. Concentration are techniques that attempt to focus the mind. And by focusing the mind, concentration keeps the awareness narrowly engaged, narrowly confined to a particular object of concentration. Contemplation techniques, including visualization techniques, involve thinking about some concept that may be uplifting and so forth. But such contemplation also engages the mind and keeps the mind somewhat focused, though less focused, on a particular flow of content, specific as opposed to non-specific. Meditation, as I'm describing it, is a process of transcending. I'll call it transcendental meditation, as it's been called for years and years, because it's a process of systematic reduction of mental activity, experiencing quieter, finer levels of thought, until the process of thinking is left behind, and one is suddenly left with consciousness alone, the experience of one's own unbounded inner subjectivity, devoid of thought. In this state of pure consciousness, because it's purely consciousness, without content, without boundaries, non-specific, universal, this experience, fundamental in every tradition, constitutes, according to modern physiological research, a fourth major state of human consciousness, distinct from waking, dreaming, or sleeping. This fourth state of consciousness, unbounded awareness, is marked by the sudden onset of profound neurological coherence, orderliness of brain functioning, where the entire brain starts to function in an integrated way. This is quite extraordinary. It's this type of coordinated activity of the entire brain, called global EEG coherence, is not seen in any other state of consciousness, whether waking, dreaming, sleeping, hypnosis. It is unique to this meditative state, this holistic experience of consciousness within. This next chart shows at a glance the developing of this extraordinary EEG coherence that begins on the left-hand chart with the appearance of little yellow mountain peaks traveling up the chart during the practice of the Transcendental Meditation program, which is by now certainly the most widely researched and extensively practiced of any technology for the development of human potential in the world. These little yellow mountain peaks indicate more than 90% correlation in the electrical activity of the left and right hemispheres of the brain. With a few more weeks of meditation and several years on the right-hand chart of twice daily meditation, you find that these yellow mountain peaks, this orderliness of brain functioning, starts to span the entire range of the frequencies of cognitive functioning. That means all activity of the brain remains profoundly integrated, and the total brain is engaged 24 hours a day, even after meditation, even during dreaming and deep sleep states of consciousness. The brain functions in a holistic and integrated way just through regular exposure to this experience of unbounded awareness. Now, as an educator, I must point out that even a technology to develop integrated brain functioning represents an educational breakthrough of the foremost magnitude. Why? Because orderly brain functioning is scientifically correlated with intelligence, IQ, growing creativity, improved recall, short-term and long-term memory, improved academic performance, increased alertness, faster reaction time, improved moral reasoning, increased psychological stability, emotional maturity. Everything good about the brain depends on its orderly functioning. And now, orderliness of brain functioning can be systematically, longitudinally developed in students of any age, just by exposing human awareness to its unified source, in the state of pure consciousness in which human awareness identifies with the unified field.